Well, Valentine's Day is 1 week from today, but who's counting? But for a lot of people, it's a time to celebrate with their significant other, but it's not a happy time for everyone.
Yeah, clinical psychologist Dr. Wendy Walsh says this so-called Hallmark holiday has harmed the mental health of single people for decades now. So we want to talk about it. She joins us to talk about the ways everybody can enjoy the day. Dr. Wendy Walsh, nice to see you.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into it because there are more single people in America right now than couples. So what keeps this holiday so alive, and what are some of the common misconceptions about Valentine's Day?
Well, first, we love rituals, so of course we're just going to keep it alive. But secondly, capitalism is keeping it alive. It is a consumer holiday, as I like to call it, a Hallmark holiday. On the other hand, it's not a bad one, because if you are in a relationship, sometimes it's important to just stop and smell the roses and remember why you're there in the first place. On the other hand, it's not supposed to be Single Awareness Day, all right? It should be a day of celebrating love.
Okay, let's talk about celebrating love. You say we should rethink how we celebrate. So what are some creative ways to do that?
So first of all, research has shown that if a couple goes out alone, it's less romantic than if they go out with another couple. And here's why. I'm not talking about swingers here. When you are out in front of another couple, your best performance personality is on. The women dress for the other woman, the man shows off in front of the other man, and you remember why you fell in love with your partner. So you actually, it's sexier to go out with another couple. Secondly, why don't you share with the whole family? When I was a single mom for 15 years. I decorated the table with hearts and chocolate and teddy bears for my kids. It was a celebration of love for our family, and that's what it can be. I do want to say this. It shouldn't necessarily be about chocolate and wine and flowers, and suddenly there's going to be love. What about words? A well-articulated love note may be enough for people, right? And finally, why do you have to celebrate on February 14th when everything's expensive? You and your lover can decide to do it on the 15th and save a whole bunch of money. Oh, and here's the most important one psychologically. I do want to add this. What a great gift if you could simply give to your partner the fact that you're going to try to change one thing about yourself this year.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice?
That one's free, by the way. You don't have to buy it anywhere. You don't have to put it on hold. Nothing. I think a lot of people just love the idea of love, right? But a lot of people don't like Valentine's Day, especially if they're single, because it's a reminder, right, that you're not with somebody. But you say that's not really what the day's about.
No, I really think the day is about the feeling of love. And I think having a ritual is good for anything, just to stop and take the time and express your love to whoever it may be. I will say this, whether you're in a relationship or not, you have a secure attachment figure. If there's something exciting or something distressing happens in your day, who is the first person you text or call? That's the person you should show your love to on this day.
So true.
I love
so
that.
True.
It could be your girls, your Galentines, or your parents. So you're an expert on the science of love. What is the #1 question you say that singles are asking you right now?
Well, mostly they're asking why, because our culture is telling people that we should be independent, right? Even though we're wired to bond. And, 1 in 5 women won't have children. It doesn't mean that they're not great allo parents or help raise the culture or nieces or nephews, etc. But my answer to why is that relationships are good for our health. People in long-term committed relationships, whether you're married or not, actually have better mental health, better physical health. They live longer and they accumulate more wealth. That's why.
Yeah, absolutely. I was single for a very, very long time, and I guess I felt like I learned a little bit more about myself on this day. I felt like I had a different kind of strength on Valentine's Day, right? And what do you suggest to people who wake up in the morning and they're like, oh, this day that I'm going to see people getting flowers and roses and balloons? How do I just process that when I'm at work?
Well, lots of research shows that one of the best treatments for depression isn't an antidepressant. In fact, studies show this beats it. It's random acts of kindness. So why don't you be the giver instead of worrying about being the getter?
Yeah, that's great.
I like that.
It's always good to talk to you. I know we're having you back soon, so we certainly look forward to it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wendy, for joining us.
Take care. Bye.